Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching Channels Television celebrating 21 years of professional broadcasting. This is the news at 10. A reminder of our main stories now. Justice Sylvester Ongwucha, arraigned at the Federal High Court, Abuja, over corruption charges, gets 100 million naira bail in self-recognition. Acting Chief Justice of Nigeria asked judges to key into the anti-corruption drive of the president, seeks elimination of unnecessary delays in the dispensation of justice. The race to the Ondo State Government House heats up as candidates hold debate in Akure, the state capital. And a suicide bomber kills at least 27 people at a Shia Muslim mosque in the Afghan capital, Kabul. Do remember that all our top stories can be found on our website is channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Besides the news and updates, the Channels TV app has an eyewitness feature. We encourage you to use it to share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the eyewitness menu and follow the instructions. The Minister of State for Budget and Planning, Zainab Ahmed, says that the executive will complete work on the 2017 budget proposal in the next 2 weeks, bringing us up to December. The minister said this after an interactive meeting with the Joint Committee on the Appropriation in the National Assembly. The minister said that work on the document is at an advanced stage and will soon be ready for submission to the National Assembly.
The 2017 budget process is an advanced stage. We still have to take it to the Federal Executive Council before submitting it to the National Assembly. The executive side should be able to complete its process in the next 2 weeks.
In the meantime, less than 1 billion naira has been spent so far from the 500 billion naira set aside as Social Intervention Fund in the 2016 budget. The Special Advisor to the President on Social Investments, Mariam Uwais, disclosed this at a meeting with the Joint Committee on Appropriation of the National Assembly. The meeting was an opportunity for the two arms to look at the request by President Muhammadu Buhari for a transfer of 180.8 billion naira within the 2016 budget. Our correspondent, Lanre Lasisi, reports.
By the DDC budget, I think we should.
Ministers, permanent secretaries and representatives of other agencies of government are before the Joint National Assembly Committee on Appropriation. The committee is considering the request of President Muhammadu Buhari to transfer 180.8 billion naira from the 500 billion naira Special Intervention Fund in the 2016 budget to cover other shortfall within the budget. The lawmakers called on the Special Advisor to the President on Social Investment to speak on the Special Intervention Fund.
We'll give you the whole 500 billion, half a trillion, for you to handle. So by now, Mr. President himself said we should take money from that vote. We want to hear from you.
The cash transfer program, we have 9 states that have met, and we're going to start paying the 5,000 to those 9 states. We have 11 states waiting to begin.
The lawmakers, however, sought to know how much of the 500 billion naira had actually been spent so far.
The amount that has been spent is not up to 1 billion, but I don't have the figures here.
The ministers and other representatives then defended the funds that their agencies needed. Some of the lawmakers, however, pointed out that the funds needed now had been approved by the National Assembly when the 2016 budget was passed.
Maybe somebody wanted to score a political point or anything by saying this budget was padded and the rest of it. Just advise the president to approve the cut, and now we have this problem in our hands.
The lawmakers, however, say they will complete work on the document soon.
We'll work very, very quickly to ensure that these reports are laid before before the 2 chambers. Letters by next tomorrow, so that this will be quickly carried and approved to ensure prompt release of funds.
There is, however, the possibility that the committee may increase the figure requested, as some of the agencies that appeared have appealed for more funds than what the president approved for them. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.
You're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, celebrating 21 years of professional broadcasting. Let's quickly take you to our Abuja studios now, where Gloria Mezweke is standing by to take us through. Gloria?
Hello, Gimba. In the face of the current economic recession, many governors are seeking solutions to bail their states out of the problem. Well, 6 governors from the southwest have come together in Ibadan, Oyo State, to find ways to ensure the region takes its rightful place in the country.
For the first time during their tenure, the governors of Nigeria's southwest states have put aside political differences to meet in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, with one purpose: to join forces and alleviate the hardships of the times on their people. According to the Oyo State governor, the southwest region is confronted with so much problems that they can no longer act individually.
There's always an advantage when you harness your resources together in order to develop your environment. And in this instance, we believe that with our population, with our contiguity, with our agricultural base, closeness to the ports, so many advantages that we have. And so we are trying to harness them.
At the end of the closed-door session, the Ekiti State Governor, Ayodele Fayose, says the 6 governors have agreed to work as one family.
Beyond our differences, the people must come first. The region must come first. And we must have unity of purpose beyond politics. An economic base that we can all be proud of.
For the governor of Ogun State, the meeting will leverage on the viability of Lagos State for even development in the southwest.
That we recognize the fact that yes, we can use Lagos State as a launchpad, that all of us in the region will be collaborating. We'll look at an area where we have a comparative advantage and we'll leverage on that.
With deliberations beginning at the ESCO chambers of the Oyo State Governor's Office, perhaps this is a step to tackling the problems militating against the development of the 6 states with a common purpose: improving the living standards of the people in a sustainable environment.
In order to address the legislative challenges facing Nigeria's democracy, there is a need for consistent institutionalized engagement to discuss electoral reforms and amendment of the Constitution. Well, this is the view passed by the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum and Governor of Imo State, Rocha Sokorocha, at a meeting of the forum in Kano State. 23 governors gathered in the ancient city to discuss ways of improving the electoral process and strengthening the All Progressive Party.
Perspective in the DGF, given that the APC emerged against the backdrop of public disapproval of dismantlement of democratic process, including abuse of constitutional provisions, is to institutionalize progressive legislative engagement involving key APC elected functionaries at national and state levels, as well as all other peaceful stakeholders in the process of lawmaking in the country, including professional and other non-governmental bodies such as MDAs, in order to help move our dear country away from the old power trap, which resulted in arbitrary exercise of power and acts of impunity by functionaries of both legislative and executive branches.
Alliance for Democracy candidate in the November 26 governorship election in Ondo State, Mr. Olushola Oke, has assured the people of the state of a better life if elected into office. Mr. Oke gave this assurance during the mega rally of the party in Igbokoda area of Ondo State ahead of the November polls.
The D-Day is gradually drawing close, and all the political parties, including the Alliance for Democracy, are stepping up campaigns for the governorship election. The party candidate, Mr. Olushola Oke, promises to harness the vast natural resources of the state to improve the living conditions of the people if he gets the mandate.
Our mission is to bring back the old glorious day of Ondo State. We want to reduce unemployment. We want to reduce poverty. In this regard, we will strive to explore the coastal resources and develop it to the usage of our people. We will establish old companies. We will complete the ongoing ones. In this regard, I have in mind our 3D, cassava processing, the Olokola project will bring them out control. Most of the mega projects initiated by Dr. Gago will bring back to stream. Our mission is to reduce poverty, to empower our people, and at the end of the day, make Ondo State a good example for other states in Nigeria.
From Ilaje to Igbokoda for the mega rally. Again, the reception by residents is rousing. And with this show of support for the Alliance for Democracy, what the party needs now is to strategize for victory to come its way at the governorship election in Ondo State.
Still ahead on the news at 10, the National Economic Management Team experts react to third quarter GDP data, say economy is on the right track. Well, that's in business news. Let's join us again.